Okay, so we've got a mass attached to a vertical spring. The other end of the spring is attached to the driver of an oscillator. Driver of an oscillator. Okay. The mass is performing very lightly damped harmonic oscillations. The frequency of the driver is higher than the natural frequency of the system. Okay, so remember the system. So the frequency of the driver is higher. So that means that this is a slow oscillator. Okay, that's a slow oscillator because the frequency of the driver is higher than the natural frequency of the system. So we have a slow oscillator here. Remember, slow oscillators have a small amplitude and they are 180 degrees behind the driver. Right? Remember this the slow ones are the ones that are they're like, whoa, still responding to it. Okay. So let's see. At one instant, the driver is moving downward. Well, if the driver is moving downward, then which way is the mass moving? If it's 180 degrees behind the driver. Okay, so let's look at this velocity curve. Right? That's like the worst sine wave ever. Okay, let's imagine that this is our velocity, right? And that the driver is moving downward, so we got a negative velocity, right? What's happening 180 degrees ahead of us? Oh wait, the driver. Oh, okay. So what's happening 180 degrees behind you, right? Which way is that velocity? Decide. Okay. So state and explain. So talk about the idea that these things lag 180 degrees behind, and then talk about the velocity, right? Okay, the oscillator switch off. Finally, a calculation, right? The Q factor of the system is 22, right? So we're going to use this guy. Q is 2 pi energy stored divided by dissipated in one cycle, right? So ultimately what it ends up being is you're going to say, we're going to put the 22 in here. So we're going to go, this ends up being Q is 2 pi, and then we do the amplitude, original amplitude, and then squared, right? And then x naught squared minus x squared, okay? So determine the amplitude after one complete period. So let's make this the original amplitude, and this is what we're solving for. So you're going to put your 22 in here, okay? You're going to put your, you're going to put 10 in here, and also in here, and then you're going to solve for that x, okay? Happy solving, it's somewhere between 5 and 10. How's that? Not less than 5.